Hello, hello, hello. You're just so cute. Just like just smiling. Happy Monday, September 26th. I'm like, what day is this? What day is this? Welcome
Monday?
to PartyChat podcast. Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
September. Like the year is coming to which reminds me, I need to talk to you about Christmas. Okay, so we'll talk about that after. Yeah,
Okay.
Kurma this year. So thank you for joining today, Tasha. I know people know who you are, but I am going to still have you introduce yourself really quick for those watching. Jazz, she won't be able to join today. Charlie won't be able to join today. And Dwayne also won't be able to join today. That's kind of...
Dwayne said he's too busy being Officer Skittles. Okay?
He said we're on the job patrolling. Those were his exact words.
Officer Skittles is on duty.
Or no, it's Sparkles, right? Officer Sparkles.
Yes. Yeah. Skittles, Sparkles, or something.
It's one or the other. So today we have Tasha joining us today, as you can see right here. There we go. And then Cup will be joining in a little bit later. She's a mogul, so when she's got a second, she'll come on in.
Cup, the most light-skinned person on the planet. She don't answer her phone. She's never on time.
She's gonna definitely fend for herself when she comes, and I'm very excited for when that happens. But for those who may not know you, beautiful soul, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Tasha, also known as Barefoot Tasha. As you know, I am the CEO and president of Club Barefoot, aka the Barefussies. Barefussy Gang. I'm a variety content creator. I create content on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Barefoot Tasha all across the board. You can catch me doing anything from GTA RP to Apex to Minecraft. It really doesn't matter. Today, we're here to talk about these topics.
Yes, we are. Speaking of Minecraft, we were how long were we on the phone the other day? Before I went
we were on the phone for a long time, and I was literally in a building full of monsters attacking me, and I was very calm listening to you.
I was so surprised because when you were saying what you were doing, I was like, okay, hold on now. I would be you would know what I'm doing because I'd be screaming incessantly, but she was so calm, going through mobs.
Crazy because I was getting attacked by mobs of pillagers with wizards and spiders, all types of stuff. I'm literally here on the phone
I kind of wish you were streaming so I could have seen what you looked like when you're just so calm, so collect, so easygoing, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Period.
So cute. So we have a lot of things to talk about today before we dive into She-Hulk, which is going to be interesting because I don't think you nor Cup has seen She-Hulk. So we're going to see how that goes.
All I've seen from She-Hulk is that Megan Thee Stallion thing that everybody was complaining about.
So what's funny is some people, a certain type of people were complaining about it.
We know what type of people.
Hold on. Wait, do that face again.
We know what type of people.
Dems was complaining, but for the rest of us, it was enjoyable. It was funny because it was only it literally was maybe 3 seconds. It wasn't even that long. It's a very short thing that happens way at the end. It's a cut scene at the end of that episode. So.
But Marvel is known for doing little silly things like that sometimes. So yeah. I don't understand why it was a big issue, but we know why it was a big issue.
We do know. Getting the zoom ins and everything. We do big things here. So starting off with the first topic of today, which is really, really short, really, really quick. It was recently announced that Rihanna is headlining the 2023 Super Bowl. I haven't watched the Super Bowl in a few years, but I'm watching next year. Faux show.
I ain't watching the Super Bowl. I ain't watching that shit. I'm gonna watch the damn halftime show and that's it.
That's true. That's true. No, but I'll try to watch the game. I do like football. I haven't watched football in super long because, I don't really watch cable. And if you don't have cable, it's really hard to watch football games, to be honest.
Cable is ghetto.
You know what? That's not a lie.
I was
Actually,
watching
I think the
cable.
ghetto is better than cable. Like, I'd rather go to the ghetto and just watch.
I was watching cable with my mom the other day, and we were watching some movie, and there was a commercial like every 10 minutes. I was like, we used to sit through this back in the day. Oh my God.
That often? Versus like the 30, like Hulu. How long is Hulu? Like maybe 30, no, not 30 minutes. Because if you watch a show, maybe once in a 30 minutes, you're probably going to see a commercial.
Girl, I pay for all that shit. I ain't watching no commercials.
That's right. YouTube. I have YouTube Premium. I don't get no commercials.
Me
no
too.
ads.
Okay, Berlizzi be putting out fucking 2-hour long videos. I'm not watching ads. I'll be there forever.
That's true. And then like me, if I post a video, I'm like putting an ad like every X, sometimes 5 ad drops within a video. So, get that YouTube Premium, you guys. Shout out to you, YouTube. But I'm excited to watch the halftime show. Even though I did see, was it this year? Was Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre? Was that all this year, or was that last year?
That was this year. That was
it?
Year.
Okay. So I did see that. I didn't watch the game, but I did see
that.
I did see that.
Was amazing. I had goosebumps the whole show. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. It was like I would in my life. I'm manifesting this now. I mean, I've been doing more manifestations this year publicly. I manifest that I will be at a fire Super Bowl show. Okay, halftime show. A fire one.
I'm gonna be there right next to you.
We're gonna be like, we're gonna have whatever team's playing. We're gonna have our whatever side we're choosing. We're gonna rep them.
But do we have to sit through the whole football game?
Yes, you can't just come. But no, it'll be a lot of fun, mind you. Depending on how we go, like if it's like a blessed up type of situation, we might have a box where they have food. We just chilling and everything, and then get to see the halftime show. That would be pretty cool.
They giving out box at the. Never mind.
I think depending on wherever they play, they might have like a box that you can, like a VIP box that you can like sit in, and it has like catered food, drinks, maybe some warmth, depending on where it's going to be,
That's totally the box I was talking about.
That's the reason I was like, let me include details, just in case. Let me include some details about what the box is and what they have for the box.
But I'm really excited to see Rihanna perform again, but I don't care. I still want an album. I'm still going to be upset.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be upset until I get another album.
She's like, that's what your side is going to be, your hold up. What's the next album?
The new album? Tired of this Fenty shit, girl. I want music.
Speaking of, right before my trip, for those who didn't know, the last week I was in Switzerland for I was out of the country on business,
For 8 years.
It was a long and short trip at the same time, for real. But before I left, I saw this because I follow Fenty Beauty on Instagram, and this girl was talking about the lip gloss, and I was like, ooh, so I went to Sephora. I was like, I'm going on a trip. I'm going to need some lip glosses. And I bought like 8 lip glosses and like brushes. And I meant to go to get one lip gloss, and I left with, I'm not going to say how much money I spent, but yes, it was quite a bit at Sephora.
You went to Sephora? I know you spent at least $2,000. Sephora is expensive, okay?
And I got my eyebrows done there. I didn't know they did that. I just wanted it to be like cleaned up a little. They're like, oh yeah, we got you. And I was like, and it was only $20-something for that, which thank God. I thought it was going to be way, way, way more expensive, but it was like $20-something, and they just cleaned up my unibrow and got rid of it.
Period.
Clean it up.
Gotta get that wrapped up. Gotta get that under control.
Well, like less of it, But what's funny? Kind of side note, a little side tangent. So after like that same day, I went to the nail salon to get my nails done because I was like, I'm going on a trip. I want to go get my nails done. And that was after I went to Sephora. Tell me why the lady was like, oh, you want to get eyebrow? And I was like, no, I'm good. And then I was like, goodness, I just got them done.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be getting a little offended when they ask me for stuff because I'll get my eyebrows done and they'll be like, you want me to do your lip and your chin? I'm like, damn, I got a beard and a mustache. Like,
there's that. Or like, would they say, you sure? I'm like,
they be like, you sure? Because it's not looking good.
And it's like the smallest sentence, but it has it sits with me for a while. Like when she's like, eyebrow is like, no. But other times where you're like, no, thank you. And they're like, you sure? I'm like, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, what you trying to say? Like, just my eyebrows look good. Okay.
I think so. I like what I love. Oh my goodness. But yes, did I meet Team Two Moms? Yes, I did, and they are beautiful, lovely people. Team Two Moms is a two mom. I guess it's kind of Team Two Moms. That's the name of them. Sorry, okay, I'm messing up my words. Team Two Moms is a two mom team. Okay, I know that's kind of redundant, but kind of cool. And they have 3 beautiful kids, and they are lovely people, and give amazing hugs. But they were also in Zurich when we were out there. But yes, make sure you check them out. But going back to Rihanna, we got way off the beaten path.
Oh yeah.
I'm super excited. When's the last time she performed? I think that was like
too long. Her performances are Savage Fenty showcases now. And I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
Did she sing at them? Did she actually sing at them?
If you ever watch this, I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick of your shit.
And Rihanna, if you're watching this, I'm right now wearing the gloss bomb, okay? The Fenty gloss bomb. I forgot what shade it is, but I could go get it if you need, Rihanna. Just let me know. Also, Rihanna, if you're looking for gamers as influencer, hello, we're right here. I already bought the stuff, so you ain't got to send it. But just
exactly, I have everything on deck because I signed up for that thing that charges you every month unknowingly. So now I have like millions of credit on there. Yeah.
So I did too last year. And I looked and I had like so many credits that I just, before I went for my trip, just ordered a whole bunch of stuff. And then they have added things, just a quick thing. This is why I should be a Fenty ambassador is with Savage Fenty. They have this thing now where one credit can get you like 3 or 4 items. Yeah, the bundles. And I was like, is this real or fake? But it's real. And I got like a lot of bundles. Cool. Mm-hmm. It is. I was like, that's a steal. Hopefully they don't catch up on the fact that it's a steal. But like, yeah. Did someone say, did she have the baby? Oh, you mean Rihanna? I thought you meant me. I was like, hello, she just turned 4.
Christine, when did you get pregnant again? What you mean?
I was like, the way I instantly was like, oh, baby AY? Like, yeah, she's like 4 years old now.
Okay. I think they're talking about Rihanna's baby. And I think she did have her baby already.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's seen the baby though yet.
No. Yeah. She's keeping it under wraps. She wants to make sure it's not a public viewing type of thing, which I completely understand. Yeah, for sure. Especially this hating world.
Mm-hmm. People be weird.
Okay, speaking of weird, there's a hurricane coming. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. And the 2 of us out of the group of people that were going to be here are the only ones that are affected by this. Okay. Because you're in Miami, I'm in Tampa. And then mind you, you're kind of partly because so I landed we got in our car near our house at like 2 a.m. on Saturday morning from flying 10 hours from Zurich back to Florida. I text my mom's saying how she's bringing the baby back because she was watching her during the time we were gone. She's like, yeah, I'm going to bring her up Saturday morning and then I'm going to turn around and go back home to prepare for the hurricane. And I was like, hurricane? what? And yeah, we were gone in Switzerland for a week, and then apparently there's a hurricane coming. So
I don't know why, but me personally, there's never any urgency in my brain when I hear a hurricane is coming. And I don't know why, but that's just how I
especially
am.
like Miami, I would say the Treasure Coast, because Port St. Lucie Stewart area gets hit a lot. They're the ones that normally get it the worst. So you should have way more urgency than me in this.
I'd be like, hurricane, bring it on, bitch. Bring on the winds.
She'd just be standing out there.
You should see my dad. My dad during a hurricane, he gets crazy. Like he gets an adrenaline rush. He'll go outside in the middle of the hurricane and look at stuff. And
oh my gosh. No, I thought you meant like with planning, because it's been wild. I went to get gas on Sunday because I'm like I'm still like not hungover. What is it when you have like
jet lag?
Jet lag. Yeah. I've got jet lag. I'm like, oh, hurricane. I got to go get gas. The gas pump didn't have any gas. Okay, it was filled. The parking lot was filled. There's no bread, no water. Went to Costco, no water, no bread. Barely any milk, which there should be more milk, because if your power goes out, that milk is going bad. But I mean, I digress.
You know how people be going crazy. It's just like when they bought all the damn toilet paper when COVID happened. What you buying all the what you buying all the damn toilet paper for?
That is
you got a cold.
Tissue boxes were still there, and toilet paper was gone.
Like, what are y'all doing?
I don't think you guys have thought this through. Okay.
But yeah, so hopefully it dwindles down as it passes over Cuba. I think it's currently passing over Cuba right now.
It's in the Caribbean, sure.
Yeah, it should be here in Miami by tomorrow. And by Friday, I think you guys are getting like the eye of the storm by Friday.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely. I looked a few hours ago because I know it's a state of emergency for our county. And then a few hours ago, it said that they're hoping that by the time it comes to us, it goes down from a category 4 to a category 2. So we'll see.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I do also hope so, because the last major hurricane that hit this area was Irma, and that was before baby girl was born. So now I really don't want to be out of power for 4 days or 3 days with a toddler, and it's not ideal. So I'm hoping that calms down.
What year was Irma? What year was Hurricane Irma?
I want to say
I remember that one.
Let me look it up.
That was probably like 6 years ago. 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
2017. Yeah, okay. I remember Hurricane Irma. I had no power for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Goodness. Girl. And you have no urgency? Miami is like the worst place for hurricanes to go to.
Let's just say I lost weight in them 3 weeks because I was sweating my ass off in that hot ass house. Okay, in this hot ass house.
So that's what you're looking forward to?
Nature, get to know yourself more.
You look inwards, like it becomes a retreat, a wellness retreat.
I'll be outside meditating, I don't have to worry about the internet for a little bit. Okay, but seriously though, it is serious because
yes, it is. Be safe. Be safe. Prepare as much as you can. Creative things. I'll give a creative tip, because just like because we don't have cable, so the way I found out about Irma was that me and my husband were just like, oh, let's go get some food, and we noticed that all the gas stations were packed up, and we're like, what's going on here? And then we looked and like, oh, there's a hurricane coming in a couple days, so let's prepare. And there wasn't any water. So last time what we did was we bought like a bunch of mason jars and things like that and filled those with water days before, keep them chilled. So we had cool water. We were out of power for like only 3 or 4 days from Irma, not weeks. But now he saw these bags on Amazon. And if you want to know the bags, hit me up on social media and I'll get you the link. I don't have it now, but they're like collapsible bags that you can fill with water, and we're going to freeze them, and then we'll have cold water if anything happens.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I might do that. Well, I mean, we have a lot of water. We've been we've been ready to. Oh,
Hey,
look who decided to join us! The
Look.
light-skinned, small-foot woman herself, cup of noodle.
Hello.
No, she always looks like a model. She's like, hello.
Hello. I think I'm ready, J Dog. You know, Tasha, why I gotta be Littlefoot every time I see you? Hi, Long Toe, Tasha. Hey, miniature. Oh, how y'all doing? I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm gonna be there at 2:30. Then life was like,
This is a hood 3 minutes. She's like, I'm gonna be 3 minutes late. I'm like, okay, no problem.
And mind you, here, my phone rang, and I was like, you gotta be. My life is dry until I need it to just not, you know. And as soon as I sat down, my phone rang. Like, okay, I'm coming. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm so sorry. Hello.
Hi, Kason. It's nice for you to join us.
We appreciate you joining us today. But yeah, we were talking about the hurricane that's coming. That actually, it's coming starting. You said tomorrow it's hitting you, right, Tasha? Or
yeah, tomorrow. It's not really hitting Miami. It's still probably going to be in the Gulf. Tomorrow, but you know, it still means like there'll be wind and rain and maybe outages and stuff like that. But yeah, by tomorrow I'll be passing Miami. I saw, and it's predicted to be near Tampa by Friday.
So if you're in Florida or even the Gulf area, because I'm sure when I looked at the map, I think Texas is going to get some rain.
Yeah, probably. I think everybody should be prepared because, you know, with hurricanes, like it can change.
Anything can happen, honestly. Yeah, because on Saturday when we looked, all of Florida was affected. The cone was like right through Florida, and then as of today, it's like we're gonna whip around.
Yeah,
Florida. So
I just heard about y'all hurricanes. I just heard this was coming, and it's supposed to be really bad, and people are like boarding up their windows and getting gas and leaving. Is it? I'm a Californian, so I don't know. Is it that wild? Like, how many hurricanes have y'all?
It's a good time. You know?
It's for her. It's a wellness retreat.
Like you outside barefoot, tap dancing in the rain. I can't.
She is. She literally just said how she was.
See how I know you so well. I know you outside.
Just minus the tap dance. It was more like meditation. But she was one with nature. She became the avatar when she went the last hurricane.
I'll be out there channeling
with a stop sign. You know, you gonna be that person. You dancing. Stop sign. Like, oh no, I know her.
Oh, hitting her?
That's not funny.
Oh my gosh.
Record it though. We would love to see it. Like, wait, not my friend.
Right? I would be like, I'm not gonna lie, I would laugh first, but then I'd be like, text, are you okay? Like, I just want to make sure you're okay, right? You're alive. As long as you're alive, then this is okay.
I laugh after you tell me you're okay. So if you don't want me to laugh, just act like you can't get up and I'm gonna feel bad. But when it's over, I'm cackling. I'm giggling. Like
California want to be like Florida so bad. They was talking about there was a hurricane over there too.
We don't get weather. We get brush fires. Something's always on fire.
And there's that.
When we showed up to LA, remember Christine, and we were driving to Cason's apartment. There was a random tree on fire
on the side of the highway.
On the side of the freaking highway. I was like, what is this?
We didn't know what it was. We're like, is that a fire? Like, what is happening? What is burning?
That sounds real Manson. Keep going. Just a random, Cali's known for fires. I ain't never seen no random bush on fire. That seems deliberate.
That is, yeah. It was there a person standing out there by
they were standing right next to the tree. I guess they were calling somebody, but I'm like, this don't seem like it's concerning anybody. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that this tree is on fire.
No, and Callie, you mind your business. If you set that tree on fire, that tree is not your problem. Downtown,
we were driving.
downtown LA is like Sim City, where something will be going on and then you blink and it's over. So it'll be like a building on fire, and then you get something to drink and come back, and then it's just put out like nothing ever happened.
And you
And it's
can
like
literally watch it from your
we've seen it.
window.
We saw a high speed chase like a week and a half ago. We were just chilling and we heard cop cars and we're like, oh, so we just watched it go up the freeway. Like, I wonder where it's going. We see
So
everything
for
from
those
here.
watching, Cup lives like she high fives God in the morning because she's
Mhm.
so high up in her building that she looks down at the world and it's like, hello, my kingdom. What is it? The kingdom is where the light touches and all that it
We see
surveys.
all of that. We see everything pretty much in downtown LA.
I need to come back and sleep
Oh,
on
for
the
sure.
couch.
Or the beanbag
Mhm.
I
by
was
the
like,
window.
Christine just balled up in a
Like a
beanbag. I
cat.
hate that she fit in that beanbag so snug. Like
I
the
told you that was
leg.
my goal. I had one as far as my list when I was out there. I was like, Cup, I will sleep on a cushion or a beanbag by the window on the floor. And I did that.
You didn't, but you just sat by
She
the
sure did.
window. She did not budge?
She sure did.
And woke up, y'all were going to Target.
Small people things.
Yes.
You know? Because
Tiny.
my big ass was not about to fit on no damn beanbag by no window.
I know. It's tough being tall, Tasha. I can't fit either. I be struggling, just ducking under doors. I don't get, you know, being tall is tough. It's a big responsibility, but I feel I'm up for it, you know.
Anyways, what's the next topic?
Right.
Okay,
Before we go to the next topic, Cup a Noodle, thank you so much for coming through. We're going to have you introduce yourself for those who do not know who you are. Who is Cup a Noodle?
What's up, y'all? I'm Cup and I'm Kason, aka Cup and Noodle, aka Old Dirty Noodle, aka Run CUP, and I'm a variety
AKA
horror
Baby
critic.
Feats.
You know, I'm a 6'3",
AKA Oprah.
I have a lot of AKAs. You know, I'm a
6
AKA,
foot minus
AKA I
3.
hate it here.
Oh, AKA
gobbledygook.
remember me different.
You know, gobbledygook. You know, I predominantly play horror games, variety games. I get treated poorly by my friends, but I love them anyways because friendship. When I'm not creating content, I'm probably hosting something. I'll be hosting TwitchCon next week, so if you're going to that, I will see you there. And yeah, I don't know if you name it, we probably played it. We play all of the games. I just learned that I like multiverses, and I'm not that bad at it, so I'm probably going to play that more. And
Who do you main?
Morty.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I see Rick beside you.
Yeah, I like Rick and Morty, and Morty's fast. I like a nice, fast character, you know. So, yeah, come through, come kick it with me. Thank you for putting up with me because I'm late. But if you know me, I'm always late with the best intentions, you know, respectfully, with love.
Always late. Always.
When she hits the club.
Okay. But in saying that, I'm always consistent. See, who doesn't like a
way
good,
to turn that
person?
around?
Who doesn't like consistency in any relationship? That's all I'm saying. Everyone loves a nice, consistent person. You know what you're getting.
Not you saying it's okay because you consistently late.
I just said I'm consistent.
If there's anyone that can turn it around, it's her.
Oh my gosh.
Really quick, Cup, the run of show is in the private chat.
Oh, I'm looking at it. I'm ready.
Oh, she got it. She got it. Okay.
I show up late, but I'll be here and I'll be ready.
She there? Is she ready? Okay. All right. So there you go. To head off gaming, I don't know if you guys knew that there were like GTA leaks that happened, or GTA 6 leaks that were happening while I'm relaxing in Zurich. Okay. And I think there's a there you go. I was like, where's the banner and the come on, interns from the basement. I was telling Cup how we were like on the nose.
You didn't feed them for a week. They're tired.
Listen, I was out of town. I brought you chocolate and cheese. Okay. Like Whisper's Destiny.
Why you not getting to eat every time Christine go out of town, just hungry?
Hold on. Okay. Let me go to the thingy and click it. Okay. Oh, maybe I didn't include it. The GTA leak picture. Okay, there's no image for it. All right, so just kidding. There's no image. So there were leaks while I was out in Zurich. And then I was seeing how like the person, there's like the per Kotaku, okay. The 17-year-old that released, or it may have been the hacker behind the leaks, got arrested, and people who were posting videos of the leaks, their videos got blocked and taken down. And I was like, ooh, this is serious, because leaks happen all the time. Leaks are like a normalized thing in this realm.
They laying down the law on y'all.
The law.
I think it was crazy that everybody was like, oh my God, the game looks so unfinished.
It's a leak.
It's a leak.
It's an unfinished game. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
The people really expected it to be fine-tuned, polished. Like, y'all, we weren't supposed to see that. It's a leak.
Well, and isn't it not going to come out for another 2 years?
Probably longer than that.
Right? So why would you think it's done now?
And then they were like, graphics are the first thing that you work on a video game. And I was like, y'all are making video games out here? Because I don't think so.
Doesn't matter, but I mean, for what it looked like, it looked pretty smooth. I felt like it looked like we're going to get more GTA 5. So it's looking like, multiple characters. It's giving that vibe again. From what I saw, honestly, it just looked like GTA. But in saying that, it's a leak. So I can't be like, where's the rest of it? Because again, we weren't supposed to see this.
Exactly.
So bare minimum, it just looked like GTA Online to me. And I was just like, that's about right. We're not supposed to see this. So I mean, leaks are cool, but like a leak of this magnitude for me does nothing for me, because what we're seeing right now was never supposed to be shown. So we have nothing to base anything off of. It's one thing to get a leak of a release day or something, maybe what the characters look like. Okay, cool. Yeah. But this leak, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's just foolish speculation. I can't even judge it because I wasn't supposed to see it.
Right,
It's crazy to me that person really went out of their way to leak nothing.
Like, if you're gonna leak, at least leak something.
At least give us something juicy. Like,
I mean, you're really catching a charge for nothing at all. Like, it did nothing for me. It didn't ruin my day. It didn't brighten my day. It was kind of like, it really didn't change my stance on GTA 6 at all, because it's a leak. I don't think it was worth it, y'all. Don't be the person leaking. If anything, it just ruined it for everyone else. Rockstar ain't telling us nothing ever again. Again. They're going to do us like Beyonce.
And they coming to find y'all asses.
Hello?
They're coming to find y'all asses, so y'all better...
I think
that's why we do not include a clip in this show today.
Like, personally,
you're trying to take us down.
I thought it was a crappy thing to do. I think it's unfair to Rockstar.
Unfair to the people creating the game.
Yeah, I feel bad for the devs. Like, I'm working on this. You weren't supposed to see this, and you're kind of just crapping on it. Like, the graphics look trash, this, and this. And it's like, but you weren't supposed to see this, and you're not even understanding. If I was Rockstar, I'd pay people dust. Remember this.
What was really nice, I saw IGN put out a video on Instagram, I believe it was yesterday, where a lot of other companies showed the process of developing a game, and they showed how that graphics are, in a lot of cases, the last things that developers work on, because it's more of the first, like, the gameplay of
movement,
the mechanics,
and things like that. So they all showed like clips of processes from like a ton of games that we all know and love, like Uncharted and things like that, and how
Control, I think, was in it too.
Yeah, how they look before they complete the graphics part of it.
But everyone's a dev until it's time. I play Mario Maker. Y'all not devs, all right? I play Mario Maker. You can make your own stage, and none of them were fun, all right? There's a reason why we leave it to the professionals. We're all great until it's our time. That's pretty cool that the devs actually showed the process, especially Naughty Dog, because they're like top tier graphically. They're kind of unmatched. So,
it's like playing a movie when it comes to Naughty Dog games. So it was really cool.
I think that was really cool for the other companies to like come together behind them and support them in this time where, people are talking shit.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's just
to
wild
shut
that
y'all
people
up,
are like, yeah,
y'all
I
talking,
think
you don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You don't know nothing about making games.
it's wild that like now in 2022, but mind you, I guess since we have social media and people can readily share their opinion right at their fingertips without giving it a second thought or even a first thought sometimes, because sometimes the things people be tweeting, I'm just like, you
Spell
really
check.
didn't think before
Check.
you
Mhm.
typed.
Yeah, please
Like,
check the
hello?
spelling, please.
Thought
Okay.
check. Like, let's think about this thought
You could
before
have
we
left this
type
in the
this.
drafts, you
Right?
know.
You know, or not even typed it, like worked it
Mhm.
out with yourself first before you like posted it. But the fact that even now people were like trashing it out or even saying graphics were the first thing. I want like anybody that said graphics is the first thing. I want to know which games you've actually worked on and I want to see it. Okay.
We
Before
want
you
to see
just
the
like,
graphics as the first thing.
hello, we want to see it. We want to see this, the evidence. I am challenging you, okay, to show us at Party Chat Podcast on Twitter or Instagram what your game looks like. Okay, if graphics was the first thing. People are stupid.
Mhm.
People are stupid.
Mhm.
And like you said, we weren't supposed to see it. It was a
Right.
leak. It wasn't like a company leak. Cause I know like, you know how the MCU leaks some things and they're kind of
Mhm.
just purposefully leaked, you know, instead of a big
Mhm.
promo thing. This was not on purpose. That kid
No.
got arrested. They got arrested. It was not on purpose.
It's not worth it. Don't leak. And I think it kind of just ruins things in general, like your momentum, you know, and
Mhm.
everything. It's kind of like having the wind knocked out of you. Like y'all are making progress and now people have
Mhm.
opinions. I really hope that Rockstar doesn't listen to these opinions because people are like, well, I don't like the look of this and I don't like that. And I'm like, just make the game y'all want it to make. I think
Mhm.
listening to the people, no one knows what they want. It sounds good. We all say, well, I want XYZ, do we? Because I didn't even, The Last of Us, who comes up with this? But it's an amazing game, right? There's so many
Mhm.
games where it's like, I would have never had the thought, but it was
Mhm.
ingenious. And I feel like a lot of times devs listen to the people and the people really don't know. We barely know who we are. So, you know,
Mhm.
I think like what is it like critical critiques or constructive critiques I think are
Mhm.
fine and I think are great when you have a dev that's listening to the audience that plays the game, right? Like
Mhm.
playability, gaming mechanics. Sometimes the creator of the game will think of it one way and then we all to play it and a bunch of us are like, nah, this doesn't really work. That's one
Mhm.
thing. But to like trash out a game, that's why I feel like it's not constructive. It's not really helpful. It's just you hating on it. And already once they announced that GTA 6 is going to have female leads, like people were just in their butts about that. And then here comes this thing. I think this was just more fuel for those who are already upset about the game and maybe also upset about how long it took to have another GTA come out. Every time there was a GTA announcement, people were like, oh, the new one. And it's like, no, more DLC, you know? So
Mhm.
I get that part, but if you guys want a good game, give constructive feedback, give constructive
it has to
critiques
be real.
to be a better game because you're going to buy the game anyways, to be honest. Okay. We're all going to at least try it.
People were upset about a female lead. I was
Oh,
genuinely,
yeah.
I wanted a female lead so bad.
You know
So
what type
bad.
of people was upset about
Hold
it.
on, do it again.
You
I'll do it again.
know,
Do it
you-
again.
we know what type of people was upset about a female lead, okay?
You're right.
The same type of people that were mad that
Now,
She-Hulk was
Aaron-
twerking with Meg the Stallion.
You know.
Okay.
We
I feel
know.
like after all these years, I was like, dude, I think it's time. I would love to see one. I didn't really know what to expect from her. Like in my mind, I want her to be terrible. I don't know. I don't want her to be super nice.
I think she's going to be a trash person because
I really want her,
probably-
because it's GTA. They
It's
have to be
GTA,
terrible,
like,
right.
yeah.
Do they
I
have
want-
nice people? Even the NPCs, when
I
you're
felt
just
like
walking
Nico
by,
was
curse
nice.
you out.
Nico was probably one of the nicest. I feel like Tommy Vercetti wasn't. I wanted her to be crazy like Catalina. I wanted her to just be crazy. Not Trevor.
Tommy was terrible.
But Tommy's still one of my favorites. But Nico was actually very nice. Out of all their characters, I thought he was pretty dope.
You mean Liberty City, Nico?
Yeah, Nico. Okay, yeah, he was killing people, but Nico was here for it. Like,
Well, okay. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He wasn't a terrible I hated his cousin. I feel like his cousin
his
was
cousin
just like
garbage. But
user and abuser. But yeah, okay. All right, Nico. Yeah, okay. They've got one. They've got one
for as good as you could possibly be in a GTA,
in the circumstances.
you know.
Yes.
It's the way. I'm so happy that you guys remember these names and shit. Because she was like Nico. I was like, yeah, sure, Nico.
Wait, Tasha, you got one day with 3. You really don't have to play because I think his name is.
I am not you, Kason. I'm
no
not about to
personality.
play every single GTA over again. I am not
they're
you.
so
Like
fun.
twice or 3 times, so she could go to the
First of
city and
all,
be like, "Oh, that's from GTA. That was her in Miami.
Don't let
That's from
Tasha hate
GTA."
y'all. I went to
Vice City.
Miami and I knew my way around because of Vice City.
No,
I was
because
like,
Vice City is not accurate at all.
Diego was right there. You know, I got my suit right here. When I tell you I went to Miami, I didn't even need Google Maps. I knew exactly where I was. I was like, let's go. That's where I did that one mission over here. That's where I hung out with the Haitians over there. I knew where I was. I didn't need Tasha.
When we were on the yacht and we
Vice.
passed that one house, she's like, "Oh," and she said some name. I don't know the names. I never played Vice City, but I heard Vice City more times than in my lifetime in this one weekend that we spent with Cup in Miami.
Because it was
She was like, "Oh, this is this
accurate.
island. This is this island. What's his name? Got a house on this island." I'm like, "Sure, okay."
If you say so. You know, I'm not the
Whatever you
expert.
say.
You must be.
I've been playing a lot of GTA RP now. In Venus City, ladies.
I have to figure out who I'm gonna be, and I'll join.
That is my struggle. I need a character.
And then like it's Cali, so it's like I'm like, oh wait, I saw this.
So you're doing what Cup is doing.
I'm not saying it's 100%.
Although it's a lot more accurate, I think.
Yes, Los Santos is pretty much LA. Like pretty much, you have like the Santa Monica Pier, you have Venice Beach. Like it's pretty spot on. Tasha, the video you sent me, I was like, oh, that is accurate. That's exactly what it is. I couldn't even hate.
I sent you this really long video of this guy going to almost every single monument in that or point of interest in GTA and literally pointing it out. And I was like,
really?
What?
It was impressive. I was like, yeah.
You should do that for Vice City. You should be like,
when we were on
like
the
girls
yacht,
trip number 2, Miami 2.
When we were on the yacht, I was talking to the driver and I was telling him like, yeah, advice, it's like this. And I was pointing out.
You were saying that to the driver of the boat?
Because I have no shame in my game. In which case he was like, yeah, Carmen Electra lives there. I was like, oh, okay. I thought
that old man did not.
That old man did not know what the hell you was talking about.
He was just happy to see all these brown booties. That's what he was happy about. Okay.
I am the only one that hung out. All right. He was a very nice guy. I just wanted to say
he was nice.
You got
there was a minor creeper vibe, right? There's a minor creeper. Was it the picture or something? There was one moment where he had said something. I was just like, okay, not too much, sir. All right. Let's just we here for 4 hours. Okay. Just let's tune it down just a little bit. Okay. He's like, he probably texted his friends, I'm with chocolate honeys on this boat.
That's a fightable offense. Please don't call me that.
The chocolate honeys.
That's a step outside.
He said, I got all the varieties.
All the shades of brown on this boat.
Oh my gosh.
And she's like, this is Vice City. In his mind, he's like, ooh, you beautiful. Like, can I get the digits?
It did not care. That's fine. No one listens. That's cool.
All right. So while I was in Zurich, actually, this happened the week before Zurich, we have the PlayStation State of Play that happened. And it was the same day as the Nintendo Direct, which we're going to go to later, right? AKA farming simulators. And did you guys see the State of Play, or at least some of the announcements?
Yes. I watched all of the State of Play. I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct, but all I needed to hear was Breath of the Wild. I don't care about anything else.
That's all you needed. That's all you needed.
I was happy for the God of War, even though we already knew, right? Like we knew, but I was happy for it. I always watch them. I watch Nintendo Direct only because I really don't know what's going on with Nintendo. I always try to think about what hasn't come out. So I'm like, well, what haven't we seen? And like Tasha, I was just waiting for Breath of the Wild, whichever one this is.
Oh my gosh. I have 300 plus hours on Breath of the Wild.
Hold on. We're gonna bring that. When we get to Nintendo, we're on PlayStation. So for State of Play, it opened with the Tekken 8 announcement, which I haven't played Tekken in a very long time.
Great.
It does. The muscles. I was
the last time I played Tekken, they had triangle titties. So you know.
You ain't played PlayStation PS2?
Yes.
I feel like they rounded them out.
Not even knowing which one.
Okay, the first PlayStation between Tekken and Virtual Fighter, everybody was sharp. All right, everything was sharp. Tomb Raider was sharp. They were.
I used to play with Michelle all the time. Them triangle titties that she had.
Michelle was also my favorite, and then they took her out and gave us Julia, and I had to make a switch. But come PS3, they rounded it out a little bit. You know,
that's funny. That's right. Did they have I think they had a PS4 release of Tekken, right?
Yeah, we had Tekken. We've been getting Tekken consistently across all platforms, all gens. We've been getting
okay. So the muscles. I could say the muscles is looking nice, and I'm excited.
The graphics looked really good on that.
Really good.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really big fighting game person, but the graphics look really good.
So I wonder how well it'll. I'll play it. I'll definitely play a little bit of it. I don't know if I'm gonna play against Charlie because I don't want to get embarrassed. Charlie's just like a fighting.
No, you should definitely play against Charlie.
No, he's a fighting god. It's like asking to just be publicly beat down just for the fun of it. Okay,
it's for the content, Christine. Come on.
Goodness, can we have a fighting chance?
I just want to watch. I was be sitting, yo, get him, Christine. You got this.
You know I'm not gonna win. You're like, yo, get him.
3 hours straight. Next round. I
think I'll be like, I'll fight you once, and then we play something else. Okay, we're gonna open with Tekken and play something else because I'm not gonna jump. So J Dog's like, you could jump him with the characters. Nah, he gonna jump me. Okay, like I'll go to press a button to give a punch, and I'll already have a KO. All right, so but I'm not even gonna try to fight him on that. But they did some PSVR 2 announcements as well. Do you guys do PlayStation VR at all? Are you guys gonna?
I don't have VR, so
I have one, but it gets real weird. And I've been to accidentally hit somebody in this house or ran into a wall.
The baby or the hubby? Which one?
Yeah, whoever runs up first.
Oh no!
Because the only game I've ever
wanted to play
was Rush the Blood.
Catch these hands.
No, Kason said these hands are ready to eat for everyone.
Don't run up on me in VR world. It's like, I'm so sorry. See what had happened? Well, you know. I'm little, so I'm sure you get somebody. I don't.
Oh dear, poor family members. Blink twice if y'all need help over there. Okay, we could come back to LA and help y'all out.
Y'all, VR is real. Like it's so immersive. I've only done it like twice, but it's like when I tell you it's real, and if I like Poised, I give it to them. You're playing horror games in VR.
I could never.
Crazy.
I could never.
Nuts.
I could never.
I would never ever.
RE7 or something, and then someone tap you on the shoulder. You really think you're gonna be chill? Absolutely, you swinging like, oh my God.
I think I would literally probably keel over and like pass away. I don't think that I could play VR horror. Like it's no, because it is immersive. You are there. It's not like, oh, you are visiting another world where this is real. All of this is real, and I can't. I cannot.
You know, some people be taking VR into a nasty place. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait, don't be teaching me new things. Is that real?
Kason, there are many games on Steam.
There are ways.
I know that there are games on
Steam,
and I found it on accident because I'm very wholesome. But I wanted to play. What was that game? It was only allowed on YouTube because I almost streamed it and I would have got banned instantly.
You're very what?
House Party. I'm wholesome. I said what I said. House Party. And I was like, everyone on YouTube was playing House Party. So I was like, oh, I want to play. And I was going to
You almost got banned on Twitch.
Absolutely. That was one of the first games on the ban list. And then I was like, so why is it banned? Is it bad? And so then I checked it out and I was like, oh, this game is, House
what
Party.
What happens? So I didn't play House Party. What
Pretty
happens?
much you go to a house party and it's just a house
you
party.
You gotta try and
Yeah. Like,
Oh, okay.
It's not what, yeah. I just thought it was gonna be like on some bully or something foolish. I was like, oh, this is different. And then after that, Steve started recommending all the adult games to me. It was like, well, if you like house
We're like,
party,
we know
check
what
this
you
out.
like.
But
Let's
I'm
give
like,
you more.
you don't
Listen,
know me
and
at
a lot of
all.
those games are VR compatible.
I ain't gonna yuck nobody's yums. You know, get it how you live. I don't know. Get it how you live. You know?
I don't think any of them will be on the PlayStation VR too, which like this Star Wars game. I don't think any of those things are gonna.
Yeah, anyway, Star Wars. Star Wars on VR looked really cool. I seen this clip of this one guy playing Star Wars on VR where he like was going crazy. Like he grabbed somebody with the force and just sliced their head off. Like it was crazy.
The chokehold, yeah.
I think his name was like Techman Jew or something like that. But he does a lot of VR stuff. So it looked really cool. So I'm expecting the Star Wars VR game to be really cool for those who
everyone gets excited for Star Wars though, right? Like anything Star Wars, people be here. I've never seen Star Wars, so I don't, it's never happened for me. But I know everything about it though. I don't know if that counts. I just never
I think for it to be enjoyable, I think knowing like what happened in a lot of the movies, but then watching like Star Wars Clone Wars, I think is like the best Star Wars property that has ever existed. And I think that's awesome to watch. And for this is from Galaxy's Edge. So you know how Disney World and Disneyland have a Star Wars park.
Okay.
And it's from Galaxy Edge is that park. So this is essentially a VR game that is like the world of that park. And they've kind of like the land that is based on. It was a made up land that they added to the Star Wars universe. So it's kind of like you're playing the game like in that land. And I'm hoping and thinking that some of those things will kind of like bleed into the park as well. So if you go to the park and you've played the game, then you'll probably see some things that are Easter eggs or something like that that'll be added and pretty cool.
That's dope though.
Yeah, that is cool.
They reward you for knowing. Like, I love a good Easter egg. So for me, if you're gonna put them somewhere, I always get excited to see them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love Easter eggs. Like, even if I don't care about the property, I'll be like, "Oh, that's so cool that there is this Easter egg." I get excited for Easter eggs for sure. All right, next thing. There was like a Dragon Ishin where they have like 10 minutes of gameplay footage. We're not going to include right now. They have Demio. I don't know how to say that right, but that's also another PSVR 2 gameplay trailer. Pacific Drive. Now, Pacific Drive, I was like, okay, when it first started, I was like, this looks like a PC game, but essentially you're just driving a car to evade like things that are happening. So that didn't interest me too much. Then there's Sin Duality. Now, Project Eve, right? Which I think it has an actual name.
Project Eve. I'm playing that.
Hello. Project Eve. I was like, it's actually now called Stellar Blade. It was formerly known as Project Eve. It's officially now Stellar Blade. And that game right there, that's like the biddies are biddying and the booty is bootying. Like for her and the way that she moves.
I was like, you see that ass? I'm playing that game.
J-Dog, can you pull up the trailer? You can keep it muted, but just so that people can see the visuals. And it was funny because I was watching, so PlayStation Access is a British YouTube channel that I think is authorized and officially authorized by PlayStation. But when after the state of play, they were talking about it, and they're like, you know, very extremely family friendly. So when it came to talking about this game, you know, they had to be mindful of their words. So they just said it's very sparkly and very like pleasant, but then they just kept giggling because they wanted to talk about, you know, the boobies boobying and the biddies biddying and the booty bootying.
It definitely gives like a little bit of a Bayonetta vibes.
Yes, for sure.
But it looks like graphically, it looks amazing. I'm definitely thinking about playing this one. This one looks cool. It looks cool.
I do definitely want to try it out for sure. And like, I do want to see more of the gameplay though, because I'm expecting it to be kind of like a story based like RPG type of game. I'm going to see here on the PlayStation blog if it
I'm
says
assuming it should
specifically.
play like a Bayonetta. I'm gonna wait because right now we got a whole lot of cutscene and not a lot of official gameplay.
This is definitely cinematic right here.
Yeah. So until then, I would like to know how we're actually playing.
I feel like it will play like that, like a Bayonetta, a Devil May Cry. Yeah, I think it's gonna play like that.
So, I'm gonna watch y'all.
Graphically, this is beautiful though. This is just
really nice.
Incredible. Graphics. It's a no for you. Someone said Jaden says it's a no for them. For me, I want to test it. I want to see how, but the monsters are disgusting. Well, I guess that's great gameplay right there. That's gameplay right there.
Yeah, it's giving a Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, about what I expected.
I do feel like it's going to be fire action though. A fire, like what the melee
games like fighting. This. I would rather kind of play by myself, like
Me
streaming
too.
them, because with streaming them, it's like eventually you're doing this on repeat. So it's kind of rinse and repeat, just new bosses, new, So I feel like this could be fun for me to play offline by myself.
Offline,
but if y'all playing, I can just kick it and watch y'all do it. Short of Bayonetta, because it's Bayonetta, I don't see me. I did play Devil May Cry. Haven't played anything remote, like stream-wise, remotely close ever since. It's just hack and slash.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm excited for it. I think I might stream this at least.
I don't typically stream hack and slash games because I feel like it's not like that interesting to watch so much because you're kind of doing the same things over and over again.
It's fun at first, but then usually longer games, you're getting like 8 to 12 hours of gameplay. And the hack and slash is fun for you, but eventually it's just we just running and hacking and slashing. So
literally,
literally, but it looks nice. I still do want to play it on my own time.
It does. I was trying to see how long this one is, but I think as we come closer to a release date, which I don't think they have a release date yet. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it doesn't look like they do as far as the PlayStation blog.
Next year. Most of these titles
are 2023.
Yeah, I was going to say most of these titles are for next year.
Yeah. Because I don't get why you would bring this up in 2022 and it ain't coming out till 2025. Like, what you tell us?
Right. But I think some things might be 24. I think they do some things like, but hopefully this will be next year. I hope so. Because other than that, I think we have even though we have Fire games coming out next year, it's still kind of a light year so far. Because Hogwarts Legacy, yes, hello. I'm gonna be cosplaying the whole entire run of that game, and I'm playing the whole. I don't care if there is 2 people in the audience. I'm finishing that game on stream, and then Forspoken is another game that I really really want to play as well.
Hogwarts looks like a really fun time. The only thing I would have to say is I really did wish that it was co-op. I really truly did wish it was co-op, but I'll play it by myself.
I do too. I do wish that it was a co-op experience, at least some parts of it, or most of it, or we could see like how we going to execute this or run this. Was Hogwarts Legacy in the state of play? It was, right? Or am I just imagining that?
Yeah, it was.
No, it was.
It was.
Okay. Oh,
I remember because I watched it. I watched it with Mercedes, and we both screamed when we saw it
when it came up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see here. It's not on the run of show.
I got my wand from when we were in LA.
Oh yes. I have. Did I give you your box, or maybe I threw the box away because I was.
Y'all went to Universal Studios, right? Didn't y'all go see?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We shouted.
It was such a great time going there. I love Harry Potter and listen and I'm gonna beat people to it. When it comes to the situation, I separate the artist from the property because of what the property has done for me as a child and the rough childhood I had. And it was literally, they say books can be your escape. It was literally my escape, where long story short, what I started with the second book because I didn't know that there was a first book. I didn't know it was a series. And it was the second book was the first book I read. And after reading that book, I literally put my hands together, got down on my knees and prayed to get a letter to go to Hogwarts. I legit was that serious, like praying to God, like, please let it be real. I mean, this might be more sad than anything, but like, please let this be real.
Mercedes has a similar experience. A lot of people do have that experience with this story because I mean it is a great story. It's something that you grew up with. I grew up watching. I ain't read no damn book. That book. I looked at that book. I was like, you got me fucked up. I ain't reading that big ass book. But I did watch all the movies growing up with my family members. You know. It's a core memory for a lot of us. It's very unfortunate that the artist has to be very ignorant and tone deaf. It's very unfortunate and it's very sad to see, especially for all the people that are like of the trans community and things like that that love that story as well. Like they love Harry Potter too. And it's definitely very unfortunate.
Yeah, J-Dog, can you bring up the trailer for that so it could play, muted? Of course, it has to grace the screen with us. But yes, you're right. So they announced a kind of like a DLC where it's like an exclusive on PlayStation because the game is not exclusive on PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. But this particular quest is exclusive to PlayStation, where it's the Haunted Hogsmeade, which that trailer was super freaking cool. Like the way that I'm like, this is really spooky. It would have been fire if it was coming out this year.
I thought it was going to come out this year.
It got delayed.
Is it coming out now?
It got delayed. It's February 10th, I think, which is my mother's birthday. So I'm going to text her or call her. Happy birthday, mommy. I can't come down because I'm going to be streaming the game, this Harry Potter game. But she's funny. She'll just kiss her teeth and say, and then,
that's so Jamaican. That's so Jamaican.
Jamaican. Yes. Is that the extended one? The extended one? And then, yeah.
Just kiss your teeth and like, okay.
And then it's like, you and a Harry Potter thing. That's what she was saying. And then she'll just, leave it at that. Her feelings won't get too hurt by that. But they have an added arc onto or like a PlayStation exclusive arc that they're adding to the game, Haunted Hogsmeade, which is really, really cool. It says like there's a lady that from the trailer was a lady that's like selling a shop and you essentially are exploring what's in this because how magic unfolds. It's like in this little was it like a suitcase or a box or something that she entered in this tiny thing and there's this whole world to explore. I'm really, really excited.
It looks
I cannot
good.
wait.
It does.
Yeah. So have you seen because even before this, they released 4 common room trailers. So you can see what each of the common rooms look like. And I took the test, and I tested for Gryffindor, but I'm not going to lie. The Slytherin common room was like, I know Cup's definitely for Slytherin. I see her little hand up. Of course you would have tested for Slytherin.
So they sent me a test and I don't know much about Harry Potter. I feel like we exist. I don't know. I didn't read the books and I never Narnia.
And you haven't seen the movies either? Hold on now.
It just never happened for me. I learned
Okay, y'all interns, you have to remove her from the stream. She's just going to go.
When I tell you that Lord of the Rings, I barely saw what's the
You didn't watch Narnia either?
None of the movies happened for me.
Narnia, I give you. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen it. I wanted to,
but I did take a test, and for whatever reason, I'm a Slytherin. And then when I took it, and I was like, "It says I'm a Slytherin," everyone was just like, "That makes sense," and I felt offended, but I don't know why. So I'm just like, "Okay." I
feel like it's kind of fitting, I feel like it's definitely kind of fitting for you.
See, when you say that, I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna just take it as disrespect. It's okay, like it's fine. Of course,
it's okay. It's okay. Okay, you Slytherin.
Slytherin. Terrible.
So just to kind of frame it for you, typically the people of Slytherin become evil people, whether it's on a smaller scale with like microaggressions or a grander scale with like mass what's it called when you kill a lot of people? Is it
Genocide?
genocide? Yes, or like
Well, that would just make
essentially
me a
genocide.
mass murderer. Why gotta be the big G? I don't want to be the big G.
Oh,
Wait.
no, it legit is genocide. They're like, get rid of all muggles or no madge if you're in the America, which America, let's do better. No madge, that's the best we could come up with, but that's neither here nor there, you know, but it
I don't want to be that person. It can a Slytherin be misunderstood?
I think that's what the game's point is. The game might be.
Do we just wake up like I woke up like this? Or
I mean, Snape was pretty misunderstood. You know?
He was.
Like on some Thanos. I know the argument is some people say Thanos is evil, but other people say no, he's just misunderstood.
Listen,
I don't think Thanos would have been Slytherin though. I think he would have been like a Ravenclaw, honestly. Not that you would know what that means, Cup.
It's kind of like no. Professor Snape is not like Thanos. Thanos is a different breed.
For sure.
He's a different breed. No, but I got Gryffindor as well. On the test. That's ironic because me and you, Christine, are both like Tauruses.
We are.
And then we both get Gryffindor.
I think there's a running theme here, okay? I think there's, and then we both are like out of the friend group, we complain the most about the lack of answering phones and texts and stuff like that. So I'm seeing a running theme.
Where are you looking around for? Because we talking
because
about
y'all
you,
sitting here talking in Taurus, and I live my life in Cancer. So I don't.
That makes so much. Because isn't Mercedes a Cancer too?
No, she's a Virgo. Okay.
Virgo, sorry.
Yes, she will. Before I knew what Virgo meant, I learned from her.
It's Leash Capiche that is also a Cancer, and she
and
also
Leash and I don't need no harm. Let me tell you.
She don't be answering the phone either, or responding to text messages. I know.
Leash and I live similar lives. We be doing our best. You know, we
couple make an internal note that she's going to do. Like if we be like, oh yeah, Cup, can you do this with us? And she'll be like, yeah. And then we check in to see if she's still going to do it that day.
There is like a gap. She won't
respond.
So we're like, oh, she's not coming. And then she's like,
coming? And then she just pops up.
Yeah. No, that's true. Like that's legit the case. Like even though, because I would say you do initially respond to me for sure, right? But then there is that gap where I'm like,
check in.
Is she coming? Like even just now before we did the stream, I literally said, "Is she still coming?" I messaged, "Love, you still coming?"
Be there. I promise. Again, but I'm consistent. I feel like I did better when we did Miami because it was like I got to make sure everyone knows, like, so I don't end up not having anywhere to go in Miami. But even my plane landed last. It's just meant for me.
Your plane was late. It wasn't it like heavily delayed?
Even my plane was late. So y'all had already did all these things, and it was like
you be manifesting lateness in your life.
Y'all were chilling all day. I didn't get there till like 8 or 9.
I am convinced that Kaysen meditates. Kaysen meditates, and she's like, "I will always be late. I will always be late." But we still forgive you and we still love you for it.
Oh, for sure. That's why we still keep asking you to come to things. Like, let's include. Okay. So then, so there was that Rise of the Ronin, which is another like Japanese.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that game was Ghost of Tsushima too.
That's what I thought it was like DLC or something. So I was like,
I thought that was Ghost of Tsushima too. I was like, oh, okay, this is Ghost of Tsushima too, but it wasn't.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it does. I think that the success of Ghost of Tsushima has this. There's also there were reports that the next Assassin's Creed is going to be medieval Japan, like samurai Japan around that time. So it is. I think it has inspired a movement, so to speak, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, God of War. There was the story trailer, which I mean, I was already going to play the game. I like I don't feel like I need the trailer, but it's cool. You can have it. You know, I'm just like, okay, yes, I don't want to see too much. I want to, because mind you, I haven't played the first one. So I want to play the first one and then play the second one. But we're going to see how that all goes because I was like gone for a week. But
I'm in Kaysen's boat now because I've never played a God of War. And I feel like watching that, I just watched a bunch of spoilers.
Yeah, like
not really. Technically speaking, you really haven't missed much. Definitely worth playing. The last one was really good, and I really like the Valkyries. That was my kind of my favorite about it. But God of War is good mechanics wise. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. Visually, it's stunning. It's just a great game.
Like his thundering voice was like.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I'm like,
is it PS3 God of War? PS2? One of the Kratos was Kyle Barker from Living Single, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But isn't Kratos supposed to be like Norse or something? Isn't it Norse mythology?
There was like black people existed back then, so we gonna have a thunderous black man's voice,
right?
And that's what. So then this one with I think Christopher Judge is his name or Judd, one or the other. So. But he's from Stargate. He played Tilk. I was gonna say Silky Tilky because that's what my husband's a huge Stargate fan. So
like that name.
when we heard his voice, I was like, oh, that's Tilk, Silky Tilky from Stargate. And I'm excited. I want to play it. And the second one, you can hear that the kid's voice is older. He's definitely hit puberty from last game to this game. And there's a controller, which I want to get the controller too. I want to just get the whole package. And hopefully Hogwarts Legacy. Hold on, y'all. Make a controller, please. I want a whole package. I want a whole thing. Okay. For sure. So moving on to the more forgotten event, and I say that respectfully. Nintendo Direct.
Games. Nothing but farming games.
There were a lot of farming games.
Not farming, but farming. A little bit farming adjacently. I was like, bruh, everything is a farming game. And then it was like Pikmin, farming game. Like
it's like the Oprah farming games. You get a farming game. Everybody gets a farming game.
I love me a good farming game. I'm no hater. Like I love Stardew Valley, and Animal Crossing has a place in my heart. I love what was that 3DS game called? Living something. I can't remember, but like literally I have to look in my 3DS games. It was super cute. It was like you could be like a mage or a knight and you get different jobs and you can farm and do all the things. It's a lot. I don't know. All those games are like commitment games. Like I don't want 77 farms. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, and I agree. I do like a farming game because I do like to visit in and then do what you got to do and then, come back and just keep, because I like games like that. But it literally was a lot of them. Like I liked, so I kind of going through, there was Fae Farm, which was one of them. And that one was kind of cool because you're like magical. I don't think that's the same one where you can get older, which I thought that was really cool. There's one of the games that was announced in chat. You guys can let me know, or interns, if you can let me know what the title of that particular game was. But one of them was where you can have kids in it. I was like, what? You can have kids and like the people in the town and even you can get older and grow older. And I'm like, that's a new take. Normally you're the same. You inherited this farm from someone and you get the farm to a certain degree and then that's it. Whereas in this one you can
Christine, realistically, would you play that far through? Because even with The Sims, I've never had generations in The Sims. Like I play my family, maybe have a kid and leave it at that. I've never had like a Sim story where we're like 5 generations in. And we've been able to do that since The Sims. And if you've ever done it, I would love to know. And the game was fantasy life. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, for me, like, and that's a question I have about the game, right? Because they didn't really give too much information. I do want to know, like, if you have a kid in this game and then do you die as the kid gets older and then the kid carries on the game? Like, that's a question. Because if so, I think that that's a possibility for cool things. If you can affect the life of this child, right? And then when they grow, like either by choices you make in the game or things that you do in the game. And like when you pass the torch on, like my child's life is different than your child's life, right? That would be interesting. And but maybe I'm adding too much creativity to it. I don't know how in depth they're gonna be about it, but we'll see. You're saying bring back Cooking Mama.
Cooking Mama is fire. I love Cooking Mama.
That game is. I rage quit on a stream playing
What?
that game.
How you rage quit
how?
playing Cooking Mama?
How she's so critical? She ain't even cooking the food. Like she need to fall back. Like for real. Okay, because I try to go for all stars. All right, or the highest rating. And it's like you make a mistake. She's like, okay, and she got a lot to say. A lot for someone who ain't cooking the food. She needs to relax and just eat the food or cook herself. That's what I gotta say about that.
Listen, all I cared about in all this shit, because I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct, but I'm looking through this list of shit, and
Don't do Nintendo.
I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo, but this Direct was lacking. Respectfully, it was lacking.
Nintendo
the only thing I'm interested is the Zelda game. So
no, they'll always have a special place in my heart. I've been playing since Nintendo. I love Nintendo. But damn it, I'm so tired of a Kirby reskin. So we'll get Kirby's Return to Dreamland, but then we'll get Yoshi's Island Story. I'm real tired. Short of what we got Splatoon, which was dope. I need something. I'm just sick of the same rinse and repeat. And at least with Zelda, we get a fully immersed story. I don't know. Nintendo's killing me. I guess we finally got a Pikmin, but it's like,
who the hell cares about no damn Pikmin?
Jazz does. Because when I watched her reaction, I was like, what is this? And she was like, oh, I'm excited. She played the first one. I was like, oh, that's great. Because I'd never played it. I didn't know anything about it.
The only time I ever seen Pikmin is in Smash. So
come on. Yeah, I played it back in GameCube time. I mean, it's cute. I don't know. Like I said, Nintendo, we know that the next Direct is just going to be Luigi and somebody mansion again. And I'm like, damn it, I'm sick of
Luigi's Mansions
77. Like, I'm so tired. Y'all like
77. That's hilarious.
You know it's bad when they want us to be hyped for GoldenEye, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Don't get me wrong. Like N64 may be one of my favorite consoles of all time. Some of the best games came out on that.
Oh yeah,
but damn it, we can play GoldenEye right now. There's absolutely so many GoldenEyes out there. There's no way you want me to repay for this game.
Now with the GoldenEye, is it a remake or a remaster?
I think it's just a remake. I don't even think, are the graphics going to be touched? Because I don't think they are. They're just putting it on the Switch. So
it's just porting? It's just porting.
Odd job still gonna get cheating.
I firmly stand behind what I said. That long list of shit. Yeah. Zelda is the only thing I'm looking forward to.
Mario Strikers will be fun for what it's worth. For what it's worth, Mario Strikers should be a good time.
I guess.
Don't really care about RE on the Switch. We have RE everywhere else. So, Harvest Moon.
Bayonetta 3, but like
we get
so this is one thing, and I repeat the word respectfully because I partner with Nintendo a lot. Respectfully, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little insulted when they port a game and charge like current retail price for the games, because that's what happened last year. They had a lot of directs where they're like, oh, these games are now going to be ported for the Switch, but we're charging you like $60 for these games. We're not remastering, we're not remaking.
Exactly.
And it's $60. That's kind of insulting.
Okay, I give it to Nintendo because they're getting more. You're getting more IPs, right? We complained they were only first party. We want more games. So they're doing that. You got your Overwatch, your Fortnite, RE's coming.
Sifu is coming.
But again, those games have already been out. So you really can't
try
to. You're not charging me AAA prices. You're not charging me that. There's no way.
And that's not much of an announcement. Let's be real.
Because we've already done it.
and that's the other thing. It's like also mad late. Like it wasn't at launch. Like Sifu came out months ago.
You're late.
I'm excited to play it because Sifu, they announced how they're going to have an easier version, an even harder version, and all these different things. And I'm excited for that. but I already have the game, so I'm just going to download that upgrade and call it a day. I'm not going to buy the game again on a Switch. So someone had asked, what does port mean? Port's just like where they take a game and they just put it on a console, on a newer gen console. That means they're not remastering the game, because a remaster just means they might bump up the graphics. Yeah. So like a remaster is when they bump up the graphics to HD or to something along the HD spectrum. A remake is when they just completely revamp the whole entire game. But porting is
just taking an existing game and putting it on another console.
Yes, we're getting N64 GoldenEye, which for me, I don't hate, because graphically, I really like, other than, I'm gonna be honest, PlayStation, that like the one. What bit is that? 164? I can't do it. But like 64-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit, no, 32-bit. There we go. I can't do it. 32-bit is terrible. But other than that, I can do it.
No, Nintendo needs to step their game up when it comes to games, especially now that the Steam Deck is out and people are getting Steam Decks. Like, they really need to step it up a little bit respectfully.
But let's be fair. First party Nintendo games are great. Say what you want. It takes forever to get them, but when we get them, they're Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. It takes forever. So Nintendo will always have a special place, because I know when we finally get it, it's going to be great. But you're not charging me AAA for games that have been out for years that you're porting over. It doesn't work the way. And Nintendo got to understand, out of all the platforms, they're the only ones that never have sales. Splatoon is still $60, y'all. Mario Kart is still $60. Animal Crossing.
They don't have sales.
When I tell you, like,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, why they need to step it up. Because if you're charging these prices, you're not dropping those sales. Like, you got to give us something more. Come on now.
Someone's got to give.
Like, I love Mario Party. I love Mario Party. I am not going to lie and say I love Mario Kart, because fuck that game. But
I was watching you stream it, I think, a couple weeks ago. It was funny.
I fucking
Mario
hate
Kart
that game.
Is ridiculous, man. So
I like it.
I'll play it, but I fucking hate that game. Love those games. Yeah, they all the Mario games will always have a special place. Zelda always have a special place. But what else are you offering me, Nintendo? I need more.
Honestly, if it's
they're offering port games at current retail prices.
Did y'all enjoy Mario Rabbids? Did that do anything?
I ain't played that shit.
No,
I never played it, so
I'm not a turn-based, like, because also with like the playability, I was excited for it when I thought it was just like you go through like playing a Mario game, but Mario Rabbids, but it's like you move around until you're in battle, and like the battle system, I'm not really a fan of that type of battle system in a game, so I was just like, I'm not going to play this. And my thing with like, here's the thing, in this war between consoles, right? It's normally Xbox versus PlayStation, and if PlayStation did the same things that Nintendo does, like they would be like canceled, okay? And the same thing with Xbox. Like if PlayStation was like, hey, we're going to take this PS1 game, right? Put it on this system and charge you, because now game prices are $70. We're going to charge you $70 for like Siphon Filter from like PS1, right? And leave it exactly the same. We're going to just port it. We're not going to no new graphics, no remaking. We're just going to put it on here and charge you $70. I tell you, the way that people would like put petitions out on freaking change.org and put like a whole thing of like, cancel them. I see the super chats. We're going to address those in a second. But like the way that they would get torn to the nines, and the way that, Nintendo just flies under the radar, and it's like, hey,
I love $70. Nintendo, but I'm gonna call them when it's gobbledygook. I'm gonna be honest. I was excited for the Switch because we were coming off the 3DS, which I'm still arguing was amazing. 3DS had games, like there was so much that I was like, now we're getting that in Switch form, right? I feel like all the games just dropped. Like, where did all the games go? Like 3DS had options, and I thought they were gonna incorporate the two with the Switch. So it'll be all the fun of like the Wii U and the 3DS coming together. Now it just seems like we've lost like a big fraction of games. Like all our Shin Megami Tensei games gone. We're not getting anything. It's just we just wait.
We're getting
for
a lot of farming simulators.
Damn it, Christine! I don't want that. I don't know. I feel like our games I have so many things. No more Persona shoes. Like,
and you know, I like a good farming simulator.
Hell no, Tasha. We don't need 70 different farming sims. We really do we? Do we really need?
We don't. They could have spent that money on making other, like, new IPs that we can get excited about. You know, that's what they could. Like one of the, like, a joke that people make. I think my husband makes it, like, the dependent thing about Nintendo is every generation you can expect a new Mario game, a new Zelda, and a new Smash Brothers, and a new Mario Kart.
And now
and Mario Party.
At this point, Splatoon. I feel like they've been inducted.
Yeah, for the last 3, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. So I think this is a good point right here. From Jeremiah Walton. Partial reason Nintendo does that is because Nintendo has no competition. And I 100% understand that, except now, because like Tasha said, the Steam Deck, now hubby has one, and he can play, like, he can download fully graphically capable PC games onto a handheld device and play it anywhere.
That's the thing for me, is that Nintendo didn't have any competition for quite some time now, because I mean, what was the last
Nintendo?
Yeah, it's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
Like even
so
like, I wouldn't even say that like the Steam Deck is a lot of competition for Nintendo. Like, it's probably competition over buying a handheld, but like, first of all, the Steam Deck is expensive.
It is.
Like,
it is.
It's expensive.
I think it's like
more expensive than a Switch.
6 or 7, depending on how much, which is the price of like a PlayStation.
It's anywhere between
PS5,
400
and
$650. So it's pretty expensive. And I also heard that it's very heavy.
It is weighted. It is weighted.
I'm kind of waiting to see if they perfect it a little bit, because as it stands, we can still boot these things up on our laptop. So, you know, I don't want to be that person. So I'm kind of chilling at this point, but I heard it's heavy, and I got little hands, y'all. My wrists are hurting. Too old for this, damn it. So because of that, I'm kind of waiting. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the Steam Deck's gonna put pressure on Nintendo, because Nintendo's Nintendo and Steam is PC. And when the only people truly warring will forever be Microsoft and Sony, because they're so similar. I feel like PC will always be PC, right?
Yeah, no one's fighting PC.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And just like no one's fighting Nintendo, and that's just kind of what it is. And no matter how much, it's kind of like, damn, Nintendo, at the end of the day, they're still Nintendo.
We will have to promote somebody. We're gonna have to get Soulja Boy's a little console.
The only people that could have did it was Sega. Is Sega gone? So, you know.
Sega's on Nintendo now. Sega's on Nintendo now.
Sega gone. Yeah. So, you know, Sonic was like, screw it. I'll just come kick it with Mario. It's cool, you know.
Nintendo's like, what y'all gonna do?
Yeah, nothing. Not a gosh darn thing.
What y'all gonna
Not
do?
a gosh darn thing. Because
like, you play this Switch.
and
Mario is our thing, you know.
That's what I'm saying. As much as I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Nintendo making me mad. I'd be right there. Zelda come out. I'm like,
I'm playing it.
Take everything. You know how many 3DSs I own? Like, it's really bad. Like, I will forever love Nintendo. I have a Switch. I get the stuff. So it's like, I sit here and I'll be like, Nintendo, I need you to do this. And it sounds cute.
But you can still complain. Like, do better. Don't charge $70 for a ported game, please.
That they really need
Sony
to.
does too, though. For PlayStation 5, which I'll never understand, because that's why we got PS5s. So we could have the updates, you know, the graphical updates and everything from the PS5. But yet the game still costs more just to run it. So I'm like,
well, no, not like ported games. So like, if you're getting like older games, a lot of them, especially if you have PS Plus, you're getting them at discounts. You're getting free games, like, as far as like each month, right? They give you a bunch of free games that you could download on PlayStation. But like, when it comes to Nintendo, like you said earlier, there's no sales, no offerings, and they're gonna when they drop this GoldenEye, it's gonna be $70.
We get 50 cents off a game, so we get that. I have the Nintendo subscription thing. I keep forgetting I have it. but I do have it, and I played it. Most of the games I do play are like all the retro games that I can't play anymore. So like River City Ransom, Joe and Mac, Earthworm Jim, because I don't feel like finding my Super Nintendo. So I do play those. PlayStation Premium, they got that new Plus, and that's actually really good. And I don't know, for me, Game Pass is killing everything. But you have Game Pass, what can't you do? At this point, I don't get how you don't.
Kind of, since you mentioned Game Pass, because we are going to talk a little bit about Game Pass when we get to the Tokyo Game Show, but like Xbox, I mean, I love y'all too, you know, respectfully. A problem I feel like Xbox is kind of like a company where there's different minds working together, right? Because they'll be like, oh, Game Pass, but then they have consoles, and it doesn't seem like they really want to sell the console. Like they're not really giving a reason for you to be like, let's buy an Xbox, right? Because Game Pass is on PC, on your phone.
That's the part about Xbox that I'm really confused about, because you guys are coming out with new consoles all the time, but like you have the Game Pass. I'm so confused. Like,
right?
Which one do you want to sell?
Xbox's biggest thing that I've noticed over the years, and say what you want about them, is accessibility. So I think Xbox is at the point where they're just trying to give everyone a way to play. So whether you're on PC or whether you're running on console, because even if you're on console, you can still just download from your Game Pass, but you can also do this on PC. I feel like at this point, Xbox just wants you to be able to play no matter how you play, which is pretty dope, because I think some games you can run on tablet, which kind of takes Xbox out the running from console wars with just Sony, but it also puts you up there with Steam because you're gaming on PC. So I mean, for me, as far as Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Steam goes, I love them, don't get me wrong, but I don't care about them. I care about games. So whatever way I can play these games, that's where I'm going. It's like, if you have the better first party game, I'm going here. At the end, guys, I want to play everything. So for me, give me more options on how I can play them. That's a win. I feel like that's them looking out for us, because not everybody can get a console. So right now, even if Xbox was going through what Sony's going through, right? And you can't find
chip shortages and stuff.
Yeah, you can still play on PC. If you can't find a PS5, we just sitting there looking like, well, what do? I can't do nothing. At least you get options.
I give you that. I think as the player, yes, there are more games on there. I will say that, or more opportunities or accessibility to play. However, when it comes to like, okay, I want to spend money to buy something to play, they're not giving me enough of a reason to spend money on their console at all. No. Like PlayStation has exclusives, has all these benefits. Nintendo is extreme on exclusives, right? And then Xbox, which is also kind of competing, which on the outside kind of shows there's like an inward not disdain, but disconcerting mindset in regards to how they want to move their foot forward, because they'll be like, oh, we're not about exclusives. It should be right. Thank you for that face. We're not about exclusives. We want everybody to be able to play wherever and whatever. But then they're like, hey, we're going to buy Activision, and we're going to buy Bethesda, and we're going to buy these things. And you know what? We're going to have Starfield, which is going to be an exclusive. So it's like, for the consumer, it doesn't, or well, I would say more so, not just a consumer, for us to talk about gaming and things like that and what's worth it. It's not really, clear what their messaging truly is and how they truly feel.
Do you think it's possible it's because for a very long time, Xbox didn't have first part, like they did? Don't get me wrong, you got Gears of War, you have Forza, they did.
Jet Set Radio Future.
Yes, Halo, they had them. But let's be honest, Sony was killing them. You had Uncharted and
Sony's exclusives are just unmatched. Yeah.
So I feel like maybe it was a situation where, again, you had them, but it was like Sony's to this day, people are like, they're finally getting them on Steam and people don't know what to do about it. So maybe they stopped trying to compete in that essence. So it's like, dude, we're not going to win that war. So maybe we'll just make games for everyone to play to try to get people on board. Because Xbox One, that came and went, y'all. I feel like we talked about PS4. We even talked about the Wii U, but Xbox One, it was here, I guess. It was here. I have one, but
I think I only played 2 games on Xbox One, and that was Halo and Jet Set Radio Future.
It really was 360. To me, 360 was superior, y'all. Even though it broke, that red ring was real. It was so good. I was willing.
Red Ring of Death.
I had like 15 360s. That's how real. I had way too many. Let me tell you. Then the Elite came out. I loved my 360. But then Xbox One came out, and I was like, I'm going to PS4. I'll go back and forth. I'll leave real quick because again,
they had a really troubling launch with Xbox One. It was I was sipping the tea with watching that back and forth because it was just.
I'm not gonna lie, I never owned the Xbox. I've been a PlayStation gal all my life.
All my life.
Well, because there were a couple reasons. Because I don't know if y'all remember. This is how I know I'm old. So I was PlayStation 2, then I went 360, but then I got a PS3 later. But it was like GTA came out first on PS2, but then I think it came out first on 360. There were like reasons to get it. Like GTA came out first, but they always kind of bounced back.
Call of Duty was like that too. You have a timed exclusive with Xbox, and then it was open to everybody. Yeah.
So then it kind of forced your hand, like, well, I want my GTA. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna jump over here, but then I'm gonna come back. So it was like a lot of back and forth back then. And now I don't know if that's still the case. I feel like GTA just comes out at the same time, but there used to be different games. Just depending on when you wanted them, you would have to get that console.
I want the competitiveness, though. I feel like it's way better for us when it's not just like, oh, we could play them everywhere. I think it causes reasons for people to make better games. That's why I feel like with Sony,
keeps you hungry.
Hello, and it brings competition breeds better options for the consumers.
Agreed.
What were you going to say, Tasha?
Girl, I got ADHD. It's gone now.
If it comes back later, let us know. Let's jump into these super chats. The super chats. Let's touch it. So shout out to Lil Maya for the super chat. Y'all ready for the Wednesday Addams show? I'm looking forward to seeing it. I love the actress. I think that she's a really she was from Disney Channel, and then to see her on You, her season when she was on You, she was like the little girl in season 2. Yeah, season 2. And a little. I don't know if you saw her in season 3, but season 2 you saw her. I loved it, and I'm excited to see how she continues to venture out. Do you guys know about the Wednesday show? Are you gonna?
It looks
see
cute. I like Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I've always enjoyed the Addams family values. It's cute.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch the Addams Family like growing up, but I know about it. So, but I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah, only the movies. Didn't really watch the show because I don't think I was even really here.
I've seen the show.
That was Nick at Night. Yeah, that was Nick at
Night.
I had to go to bed by then. So, but the movies like Christina Ricci back in the day, I did enjoy those.
Yeah. I did too. Next super chat. We've got.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Okay, say it. Say it before you forget it. Say it.
Oh yeah. It was about the PlayStation Xbox thing. I was just going to say that I don't know, Xbox's exclusives just weren't interesting to me. Like Halo was just like, okay, I guess. So, I was more of a Kingdom Hearts person,
Okay.
I was looking forward to that. That's all I had to say. But now it's so fucking irrelevant that it don't even fucking matter no more.
No, it does matter. You always matter.
Let's just continue what we were talking about.
Gears of War was fun. I would play Gears of War with you because I was more of a Gears person versus Halo. I know everyone loves Master Chief, but I love Marcus Phoenix. Gears was good, like that trilogy, just the first 3, and maybe the ROM DLC. Don't do nothing else. It gets real weird, but. Gears of War is worth it. And in that essence, I've never played Kingdom Hearts because I was over there playing Gears of War. So I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I was playing Gears, I guess. It's never happened.
My first Kingdom Hearts was the last one that just came out last year or the year before.
You played Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, that's the first.
And you didn't play anything else?
No, I didn't have a GameCube. We skipped the GameCube. Okay, that was that. We had Nintendo 64, and then the next Nintendo thing I had was the Wii. So I didn't have the GameCube. it was, my parents weren't
Kingdom Hearts really
paying
worked it
that.
because everybody pumps this game up, and my biggest fear is if I play it, it better be great. Because the way y'all talk about this
I
game,
didn't.
Hello.
Kingdom Hearts 1, the combat in Kingdom Hearts 1, I don't think aged well. In comparison to like Kingdom Hearts 3. So like if you play Kingdom Hearts over again, I'm not gonna lie, you probably are gonna be very frustrated playing Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 is amazing. Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. And then all the ones in between, I don't feel like naming them off. There's a
how
lot.
many Kingdom Hearts do I have to play? Ooh, I'm ready. I'm preparing myself. I'm waiting for you to be like 7, 9. I'm ready.
I think there's like 5. It's either 5 or 6 games total.
Them
They have a
commercials
rhythm
slap,
game
though.
too, right? I think a Kingdom
Does
Hearts
that
rhythm
count
game.
too? Final Fantasy had a bunch of rhythm
Don't
games
play the
too.
card game. That's all I'm
Okay.
gonna say. There's one that's like a card game. Don't play that one. That shit's trash.
Kingdom Hearts commercials used to be really legit when I tell you. But when I was younger, here's the deal. I didn't get to buy games. We could only rent them, and Kingdom Hearts was never there. So if you
I used to
remember the
love
old,
renting games. They
really,
used to
Christine,
be
it's a terrible time. You just have the box art and you go to grab the game behind it and it's empty, which means you're not getting the game. It hurts. So I've never played because y'all were renting it and taking it from me. So I never got to, it was never there. It was never in Game Crazy, never in Blockbuster, never in the mom and pop
Hollywood Video.
places.
I would do Hollywood Video, and renting was like amazing.
Kingdom Hearts is definitely a difficult thing to get into because like all the games are canon, so all the games are a part of the story, and there's a lot of them. And the gameplay in some of them
is the story worth it? Is the story over?
No, it's not.
Oh, geez.
It's never over. It's never over.
Is it okay? This is probably gonna be dead wrong, and if it is, y'all remember me different. All right. Is it like Xenoblade or not?
I never played Xenoblade, so I can't answer that question for you.
Yeah, I've never played Xenoblade.
I'm gonna look at the chat. Y'all.
But
the chat will get you straight. The chat will get you straight.
Final Fantasy meets like Xenoblade. Like, how does it play? Is it like turn based?
It does not play like
it's not.
Final Fantasy 15
it's a hack and slash.
Okay.
But have you played Final Fantasy 15? It plays like that.
I don't want to lie. I be lying.
15 was like the one with the prince.
Okay,
where he's like,
I've seen. Okay,
and he's got like his squad.
Okay, so it's more hack and slash.
Final Fantasy 15 was Final Fantasy driving simulator. I don't know if you
a lot of driving and like at gas stations. You just stop and you fight across the street from the gas station. You have to fight some
literally what you did in Final Fantasy 15 was drive everywhere.
Great graphics, but there was a lot of driving. There was a lot.
But I mean, it's cute. What I think to me, what captured me about Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, we're talking about this for a really long time, but and
then we'll get the super chat.
What captured me about Kingdom Hearts is that it brings in elements of Final, because they have the Final Fantasy characters in there, they have Disney characters in there, and then they have their own characters. You know, Sora, Roxas, Riku, and Kairi, and it just meshed very well all together. The lore is confusing as fuck because they have Heartless and Nobodies, and they're all a part of. I don't know. I'm confused sometimes.
I need a composition book to write this out because I'm looking 10 games in a movie.
But it's great. I think that anybody should.
But that number keeps changing. Someone in the chat said 8. Someone in the chat said 7. And then someone else said three movies. So it's somewhere from 7 to 10 games and 1 to 3 movies.
Lifestyle. Okay. It's a lifestyle.
It really is a lifestyle.
I'm with y'all. Yeah. I got you.
That's funny.
Let me count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's about 10 games. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So we'll transition to that super chat. What's that second super chat again? EJ, shout out to EJ for Fury. Lang, 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 lang. EJ says, let's be honest, Splatoon, Zelda, Bayonetta were best. They are Mario Odyssey. I loved Mario Odyssey. I was like, it's great that because I mean, I loved Super Mario 3D World from the Wii U era was just amazing, and then playing that on the Switch was so much fun. Even though there were a lot of this is a gripe. Okay, this is a respectful gripe I have about Nintendo. You're charging full price. Current retail price for ported games. You're late with a lot of newer IP, right? That's not yours. And you guys do recycle the same titles, right? Without really offering a lot of new titles personally for your first party IP. But yet the internet and connectivity is just like booty beyond booty. Like it's really, really, really terrible. And we also pay for that. You pay separately for the online in a monthly basis type of thing.
Mhm.
And with all this money that you're giving without having any sales or any deals, the internet is trash. And so let's use that money to build up them servers and make the connectivity better for multiplayer.
When you say it like that, I think it's worth saying that Mario Kart has been the same Mario Kart since Wii U. And they just keep extending it over and over, and it was like deluxe, and then super.
Bring back
deluxe.
Diddy Kong Racing. That's all.
I would love just the hover car alone. If it's not Mario Kart, it has to be Diddy Kong. And after that, I don't want to talk to you. Don't tell me about Crash. I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear about Sonic. I don't care. It's either Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing. Period. But let the record show that we've been playing the same Mario Kart since the Wii U, and it's still $60, y'all. That doesn't make it's the same one.
They don't
on the Wii U, and it's still AAA priced. It was a glorified DLC at best.
Let me look at something because Mario Party Superstars. I want to see what the retail price on that was, because that one is you have far less. Oh yeah, it's full price, $60 for Mario Party Superstars, and you have like a ridiculously less amount of maps. Even though it spans all of the systems, you have way less maps.
Us old refurbished maps though, like
for $60.
I like the little Choco World from N64, but we've already done it. These aren't new maps. We haven't gotten a new map in Mario Kart since the Wii U. Like these are just refurbished maps from like Super Nintendo. Some Double Dash has been thrown up in there. It's like it's the same stuff on repeat. Baby Park is cute if you never played Double Dash? But if you did, this ain't new. But it's a AAA game. They gotta
and use that money to make better servers. Okay, the way that y'all been taking the money, use that money to make some better servers. All right, do we have another super chat? Shout out to Snoopy 1055. Lang 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 lang. Oh, it was a super sticker, so I can't see it on here, but I would have to pull up. I thought I had it up, the YouTube thing, to at least I want to at least pull up what the super sticker looked like so I can tell you guys and you guys can see. Oh yeah, that was cute, or that wasn't cute, or actually don't say it wasn't cute, but I'm just gonna anticipate that it was cute. And I can't see it on the thingy. So thank you though. We really appreciate it. We appreciate all the financials, the investments that you guys are making into the stream and what we're doing. We'll go through really quick. Tokyo Game Show we were going to talk about is not really a lot to talk about specifically, I feel, because it's more so about like with the Xbox Game Pass, and I believe we have a graphic for this. Interns cough cough. There you go. Bam. This is why y'all in the basement. Okay. And then respectfully,
get poor people out the basement.
So we just have like a list of like, Xbox Game Pass, and some of these announcements of these dates were last week. And mind you, we couldn't have a show last week. I was in Zurich. So I wasn't able to, or we weren't able to, do this. So we're not going to go through that. If you want to know, as the viewer, what the Tokyo Game Show showcase included or what was a part of it, you're just gonna have to Google it, type them letters into that Google, and learn about it more. I do appreciate. I do apologize. What? Tasha, don't apologize to them. The graphic was late. Okay, this is why y'all had a bowl of air last week in the basement. Okay. Okay, y'all. For those watching, you can't see what the intention typing says. But like scrolling down, so She-Hulk was on the docket, right? But neither of you guys have seen it, so we'll probably roll that over until next week when we have Jazz, Dwayne, and Charlie back, so we can kind of talk about the show since we've been kind of running through the show. And we'll also include Andor because Andor came out and dropped 3 episodes on Disney Plus, so that'll be for next week. Y'all can remove the Tokyo Game Show showcase banner. Okay, thank you. All right, so there was the Last of Us teaser that came out for HBO Max. Did you guys see that?
I actually did not.
J-Dog, run the trailer and include audio.
Back next week. We didn't come ready. 5 minutes in advance.
Already fired. Hired and fired at the same show.
We was getting the air.
What you mean?
It's okay. You wasn't feeding us. It's okay.
Not that donating money for the interns in the basement for you to feed them. That's crazy.
Did they really?
The roses have faded, there's frost at my door. The birds in the morning don't sing anymore. The grass in the valley is starting to die, and out in the darkness.
Wait, this is a movie?
A show. They're having a series. Last of Us series.
Oh, I thought it was a new game. I'm tripping.
A hound in the distance is starting to fade.
Oh, that sound.
I hate that sound from the clickers.
All right, it's PTSD, bruh.
Oh Lord, if you hear me, please hold my hand.
Oh, I didn't know she was in this.
Yes, that's Euphoria, right?
Stormy Reed, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that shot. We keep her alive.
Is that Ellie? That's Ellie, right?
That's Ellie, yeah.
Yeah.
The sound, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Great though.
That was disgusting.
Really cool.
Say who you can say. Oh, please understand.
That was disgusting.
It looked cool.
That looks
like
good.
disgusting in a good way. So next year, it's coming out next year. So I'm excited for it, right? Because mind you, this was like the second teaser. The teaser they had when they had HBO, like last month, had like shows coming out on HBO Max, and I think this was before House of Dragon came out. And at the very end, they had like a few seconds of The Last of Us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to see them, and that really excited me about what's to come. I do still, until I see it, I do have some reservations, right? How is she going to be as Ellie? Which I love her from original Game of Thrones. That's the Bear Queen. I love her. Okay, from Bear Island.
From Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was like the dopest. She made Jon Snow become King of the North. Okay. It was her that gave him the oomph. Okay.
Yeah. Her acting style is very like, no bullshit.
Hello.
Yeah, so I do like her from Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was tripping. I was like, damn, this game looked realistic as fuck.
Like, these graphics, Nintendo, get on this level.
Oh my god, man! Talk about immersion.
They was like, this is next level graphics. It looks like we are there. Oh, that clicker. Oh, goodness. So like that shows how great they obviously put money in this, and Neil Druckmann, he's involved, right, in the execution of the show. My reservations, how is she going to be as Ellie? Because I don't see an Ellie from her, right? But we'll find out. I'm open-minded. I am more concerned and I say this respectfully, this is the word of the day, respectfully, about Pedro Pascal. Okay. He will always forever be Oberyn Martell for me, because that was like one of the greatest characters from Game of Thrones. We're not going to talk about how that ended. I still can't talk about that. Right.
Okay. But are you watching House of Dragons?
I haven't yet. I'm going to start because I want to do that for, I will very soon. Not yet. I haven't started. And I've been safe from spoilers. So I know nothing, not a single thing. Only thing I know is that people are upset that Black people are in it. But you know what? F you. I don't care about that. But like, outside of that, he had like months ago, it came out, like they interviewed him and they asked him like, hey, did you play the game or anything? And he said, no, he didn't. So I am concerned about that. I do feel like if you are going to bring a property to the live action, thing, you should at least play a good portion of the game. Or if it's a book, read a good portion of the book. If it's like you
should know it in its entirety.
Thank you.
I feel like it's a little
that's better. Yeah.
We saw what happened to Death Note. We saw what happened to the Avatar: The Last Airbender. We saw what happened with Dragon Ball Z.
Y'all watched those? Y'all are brave.
I did watch all of those. Yes, I did.
It's very hard to get that right.
God
I feel like
bless
Street Fighter
your soul.
was good, but I was a kid, so don't quote me.
I would have to rewatch Street Fighter to see if I think we just like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I think that's
I will not do it. But
the Mortal Kombat things were terrible, but I liked them.
The first one was good, but that's kid me talking. I don't know. When you lead with I haven't seen it, that's tough. I know Resident Evil just came out on Netflix, and that was I did like that they added the puzzle element into it, but even then people were like, no.
I have to watch it. I didn't see it.
I didn't finish it.
I was going to, and then reviews came out and I was like, okay, maybe not.
I don't watch live actions of animations.
Because, when you lead with I haven't played the game, I don't know anything about it, it's kind of disrespectful, right?
I agree. I agree.
I don't really care about how other people would want to see it. I thought this was going to be based on the game. I thought that's what we were getting. So if you don't play the game, then you don't know what's going on. And this is going to be awkward. And I feel like if they get The Last of Us wrong, it'll be a problem. People love Joel.
Yes.
People love Ellie. That's you see what I'm saying? I'm like,
the way for the second game where they were upset about something, there was like a huge, like I didn't play the second game and I know like the outrage was just like on an extreme level. So if they get this wrong and messed up, like, well, not even if Pedro messes up, like it's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna work again for a while. People are gonna like have torches.
It's unforgivable. And it's not, I guess, okay, if it's done wrong, you're kind of screwed either way. But I think it's going to be a lot more disrespectful for it to be done wrong after learning you didn't bother to know
even play
about it. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
it is.
You didn't do the homework, but you tried to take the test. You see, you didn't
study
for it, but here you are. So that's the problem.
It just shows that you just didn't care.
And then like the because this is a common theme, right? When you have an actor that's taking up a role that has a fandom, and that's the thing, it's popular because of the fans. So when you're like, hey, I'm going to take a different approach and not even get to do the research of the work that the fans made popular. The reason it's getting a show is because of the fans. If the fandom wasn't strong and feral for this game, this would never be happening. So the fact that it is, you're like, hey, I'm not going to play it. And I love you, Pedro, for Oberyn. Like, I love you for Oberyn. You will always be in my heart for that. But I do agree. I do think it's disrespectful.
But see, I'm a little nervous because if you enjoy Game of Thrones, depending on what side of the spectrum you're on, which is kind of funny, right? Because Last of Us 2 was all about perspective. If you're more leaning towards Game of Thrones, you're pretty much watching Last of Us because you enjoy Game of Thrones and you get to see them again. But if you don't care about Game of Thrones and you just want to, you're here for Last of Us, that's kind of scary. Because what if they're thinking on their end, well, these are beloved people from, another show.
They're both from Game of Thrones. Yeah, they're both from Game of Thrones. That's true.
It depends on what side of the spectrum they're leaning on. do you not care about the game and you think that what you did with Game of Thrones
That just made me nervous even
now
more.
it's going to carry you, right? Because the nostalgia for Game of Thrones, that you're willing to overlook inconsistencies with The Last of Us, that's kind of tough. Because for me, first glance is Ellie did not give Ellie. I'm just going to be honest.
She doesn't.
No.
She doesn't give Ellie, but apparently she did her thing in Game of Thrones, so I guess she gets a pass. But I'm like, how much Game of Thrones?
She won't get a pass if she don't do it right.
I definitely liked her in Game of Thrones, but yeah, like as you can see my reaction, I was confused. I was like, "That's Ellie."
Yeah, you asked. I'm like, "Yep, that's her."
There's no disrespect to her, but it's what
none
continuity are we bringing over? Are we bringing over Game of Thrones, or is this about The Last of Us? Because if it's not, quit telling me that it is, and you're just bringing people back together from Game of Thrones. I love it. I love nostalgia. I'm here for it. But on first glances, no, that she didn't give me Ellie.
And I'll tell you,
gave me Joel.
No, so that's the thing. Like does he have a look? He has a look. Like if he were to cosplay as Joel, I'd be like, yeah, you're good, right? My thing is, I have seen him in other things, and I was like. That's why I specifically say Oberyn Martell, because I've seen him in other things, and I was like, nah, bruh. Oberyn. I'll forget this role and just remember Oberyn. I don't feel like, I don't know. That's my reservation. I don't know.
I feel like they could have been a little closer, in learning what but I mean that's. If they can do the job right, I'd rather them do the job right than just have the physical appearance. We saw that with the Tupac movie. Like, my man looked just like Pac, but the movie was god awful. So that's fair. I'd rather you be able to pull off the job. So you don't have to be identical. Like, it's not that deep. We get it. It's live action. As long as you get the job done. So I guess that's what we're going to have to see. But I'm a little nervous because I didn't know he never played the game. That's
didn't.
Scary. So that, I'm already a little nervous.
And it wasn't like a remorseful thing. He had said, I guess his nephew or something was playing the game, so he saw clips of it or bits of it. He said while he was playing, but he also said he wasn't really paying attention. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it as disrespect.
He got time. Like, what? Play the game.
And it's kind of a slap in the face because it was such a great game. It's like damn near a movie. Like. There's a reason why people love Last of Us. And if they do this right, although I don't think we'll ever get it, but I would be here for it. I would love like a Telltale Walking Dead, like a live action. I want Lee. Ooh. I want Clem. I want AJ.
Yes. But they better play the game. You better not mess up Lee. You better not mess up Lee or Clem.
It would be cool because
I just started The Walking Dead.
What would they go with?
Oh, did you? Okay, so we're not going to say anything.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to
no spoilers. Chat, no spoilers. Okay.
Oh, Tasha, text me.
I'm glad you said that.
Tell me how.
Yeah, are you streaming it or are you just playing it? Where can I see this?
I'm streaming it. I'm streaming it on my channel on
Twitch.
I'm
gonna just get back in.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Oh, this gonna be good.
So I'm just starting it now. We did do it. We did start it like a while ago, but like
how long was a while ago?
Like before I broke my leg a while ago.
Okay.
Oh, that's a while ago.
So it's
been going on a few months already.
Is the leg the reason why you haven't been playing it? Because if so, you get a pass. If you wasn't gonna play it anyways, you ain't never gonna. Okay, just making sure.
She's like, I don't want to get invested if it ain't gonna be finished.
She gonna play one episode or one chapter every 6 months.
I want to play. I'm gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna go back into it again. I'm gonna replay the beginning again because I don't even remember anything that happened. But yeah, so that's gonna be a series that I do on my channel. I'm excited to play it because I know a lot of people love it.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
I love Ellie. I love The Last of Us. Don't get me wrong, but Clem is my girl. Like that's my heart. I love Clem. She's one of my favorite characters ever. I love that kid. She can do no wrong. That's all. So I would love to see it. I would love to see a live action for The Last of Us. That would be not The Last of Us, The Walking Dead. That would be
Walking Dead. Yeah, Telltale. Yeah.
I feel like if anything, this will be all right.
At the very least.
At the very least.
I agree because you saw that the clicker and the zombies. I think that they'll be
they put
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
They
very
look
least,
good.
Yeah,
it'll be
they
all
put
right.
money in the Avatar though. The Last Airbender, they did. They
They
put
You
did.
talking about
M. Night
the Avatar
Shyamalan,
with
yeah,
Ong? With
Ong,
Ong?
Ong. And firebenders can bend fire only when there's fire near. Like that is the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard. If I'm a waterbender, you're coming by ship. I see you from like miles away. Like, homie, put that fire out. They're here. What do you do if you can only bend fire
Yeah.
near fire? I only saw like 20 minutes and I cut it off. I couldn't.
Oh,
do
I
it.
watched the whole thing and I was like, why
Um,
did we do this? Why was this what we did? But like,
I ain't even watch it. I'm not
and the
watching
fact
it.
that it was whitewashed made no sense since it was M. Night Shyamalan. I was like, okay, all right. But I do feel like there was a mixture. Let's not go into a deep dive about that.
I'm sorry.
Now
You're right. I'm
we'll
so
get
sorry.
into that. We're gonna, because I mean this has been an amazing show.
We're doing
We
so
have gone
good.
way over time, but we'll just jump into, there's a super chat and then we'll jump into the ask the audience questions. So we'll go ahead and start off with the super chat. Shout out to Prink 34320. This is here's some money to feed the interns in the basement. Yes, this is the money to help feed the interns. It's $5. So we could get
They could
y'all
get some Vienna sausages or something.
That's good.
Some Easy
Vienna
Mac.
sausages are good.
Do they have a
Easy
microwave?
Mac? Easy Mac is a little expensive
Okay,
now.
I'll get the microwave for them.
What
and
about
then
them little burritos, them little frozen guys? They be like
taquitos, those taquitos. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could
Those
get
are
some. They could get some cup noodles. You know.
There you go.
Do they have a microwave? I feel like
They do need a microwave, so this could go towards the microwave fund for the interns.
Burrito thaw, and then you like an Uncrustable. Let it thaw out, and then you're ready.
Well, okay, so all right, the ask the audience question. Oh, that was so gross. All right, so the first one, the first one we have is by Hannah X Vasey. What is your favorite memories in 2021? I was on a Times Square billboard in 2021, so that's one of my favorite memories. We're in 2022 now, babe.
Oh, like what? Okay, so what I did last year, I'm like, huh? What year are we in? What I do in 2021?
2020. What about you guys? What are your favorite?
On a billboard in Times Square.
You were.
Yeah.
Look at my famous friends doing famous people things. That's so nice. I wasn't on no damn billboard or nowhere, guys. So don't expect me to say that.
In my heart, you were on the biggest billboard.
It's the one that matters. It's the one in here.
What was my favorite memory? Probably DreamCon. DreamCon last year was a lot of fun, even though you guys weren't there and I was by myself most of the time. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, fun without cool. Us. That's what I'm
right.
But it was really cool to go to and see all the the Black creators being put on display. Like I love it. Yeah, so DreamCon was cool. What else? I don't even remember. I don't remember what I fucking ate this morning. I don't remember last year.
Pancakes. I did this. I had to take a second to think. What did I eat this morning?
What did I do last year? I feel like I did a lot. I did a lot of things.
You always do a lot of things.
You do.
I hosted the Olympics. I hosted a show for NBC in the Olympics last year.
You did.
I did. I did something I had to remember. Yeah, I hosted a show for NBC in the Olympics called The Replay with Technique.
With Technique, yeah.
For like pretty much a month straight. And I got to talk to like all these Olympians and analysts and everybody. Was very cool. I got to do that last year. It's probably my favorite.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And then we have one last one. This is by Sebastian. What style of game do you like and not enjoy playing? And what style of game do you like and not enjoy playing? And for the not enjoy, okay, hold on. This is a little tough to read. And for the not enjoy, is there a game that has what? Has the style that you ended up liking?
Stroke reading this.
What style of game try to read it?
Do you like and not enjoy playing? And for the not enjoy, is there a game that has I'm assuming that was supposed to say the style that you ended up liking?
Again, one more time.
What style of game do you like but don't enjoy playing? And for the game that you don't enjoy, has there been a style that you ended up like? Bro, Well, Sebastian, please, please.
I feel like,
don't-
okay, let's break it apart and just, okay, what style of game do you like
And
but
not
you don't
enjoy playing.
Bam.
I-
Let's just
I
start with
like-
that one.
I like Final Fantasy games, but I don't
Fair.
enjoy playing turn-based games. So there.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love shooters, but I don't really like playing them. I just love watching. Like I love Apex, but I don't really want to play Apex. I just like watching Apex.
And don't enjoy playing. I don't know if there's one that I like that I don't enjoy playing. I think I like the ones I can play. Like I don't like turn-based style games, and that's why I only liked 15 as far as Final Fantasy. I didn't like the other ones.
See, when you say don't like, you just mean like your least, right? Because I don't dislike them. When you say like you don't like them, like no, that's so harsh. That you know, it's. I prefer watching.
Oh, he's
over
saying when
playing.
you like and when you don't like, Denim. This is his brother. He can help to decipher this for us. When you like and when you don't like. Oh, so what's a game we do like and one we don't like? We just gonna have to decipher this another time. I'm getting the text of like, hey, babe, you coming back? You know.
I love horror games, and I don't like Mario Party. I don't know what kind of game that is, but Mario Party is ridiculous, and I don't like the way y'all treat me.
Speaking of, Cup, you want to play Mario Party?
Yo,
next
we
week?
should play Mario
Christine is a
Party.
cheater.
Yes.
Christine is a cheater. I don't like.
I am not a cheater. It's not cheating because we
Sebastian.
all share the same screen.
Sebastian, I don't like
Well,
any
I did
game
cheat
that
once.
I have to play with Christine. Those are my least favorite games, right there.
I think that's a shared thing. Uno. A lot of people universally hate Uno. Playing Uno with me, at least.
No one, because you cheat, Christine. You are a cheater. But it's love.
I
Tasha,
don't cheat at Uno.
I don't want to play with Christine. No, I'll play with Tasha though. Christine, you did what you did.
Well, first we got to get Tasha's to work, okay? Because
Uno?
it like her
Yo,
Uno doesn't work, and
Ubisoft don't like me because I be hard. So
What do you mean?
like when she runs a game to try to get us, we're just gonna roll past it. We're gonna roll past it. So when she tries to run a game, it literally crashes our game when she invites us. It literally just like the game just crashes and goes out. And if you try to invite her, it doesn't. All right. So for you to be on the Ask the Audience thing, make sure you check out the post that we normally post on Monday mornings. That is on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, the community post on YouTube, and you can see your answer asked live or answered live. Your question asked live, us answering live. All of it is live.
So make sure you reread the question and make sure it makes sense. Okay, just put some commas, some periods in there, please.
Tasha, we're not coming back because you be hard. Thank y'all for letting me be here for as long as I was allowed to be here. It was so much fun. Tasha, we are not being asked back. Let me tell you.
No,
But
you guys are going to be my reserve last minute. I do want to say shout out to Tasha and Cup for coming in last minute. I did have to do like a last minute, like, hey, can you guys come to the show? Because kind of down.
We get to be reserved, sis. We moving on.
Yeah.
We got us being on the bench. We come on now. Let's
Y'all
go.
are in my pockets. But before we leave, Tasha, where can the people find you?
You can find me anywhere at Barefoot Tasha on YouTube and Twitch. And yeah.
And I noticed you changed your name too. And Cup, where can the people find you?
I'm on all the things. I'm on that TikTok now. I'm new on TikTok, so be nice to me. But I am new. I'm on the TikTok. I am on all the things. I'm just Cup and Noodle. I'm always here. Everywhere on Cup. That's it. That's it. I'm just everywhere is Cup.
That's true. She is everywhere. She's everywhere. And I'm iChristine. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and then also on YouTube, iChristine Games. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Again, shout out to Tasha and Cup for holding it down today when we was down in the count, and y'all came through. And
when Dwayne want to be on RP all damn night,
we lost him. He's not coming back.
He's in the metaverse now.
He's not even streaming it. He's just playing RP.
those jobs are real. You really got to report for work. There is no being AWOL. He's an officer of the law, Tasha. He's keeping them safe.
You haven't met Officer Sprinkles, okay?
No, I met Sprinkles. I told him that I would jump on and I could be his partner. But the way I would be a terrible partner. I'm not reporting for work. He doesn't log off. I would be a bad friend.
That's funny. They said the interns are saying that he did start streaming now. So after we're done here, on Twitch, I think I can raid him if you guys are watching on Twitch, because we are also on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram and TikTok for Party Chat Podcast. So make sure you follow us and do all the things. Okay, it's going to be difficult to log out of mine in the middle of the stream and put it up to raid him, but make sure you go check him out. Destiny, I see you out on Twitch. Thank you so much. And yeah, we are out.